The night hung heavy with tension as they slept fitfully, burdened by the pain and sorrow, regretting the moment they stepped foot into this nightmare. Ope, overcome with emotion, sobbed quietly. She begged God for forgiveness, promising that if she survived, she would turn her life around and be a good girl. King sat nearby, tears streaming down his face. "It was all my fault," he whispered, voice choked with guilt.
"If I hadn't fought with him, this wouldn't have happened. He would still be here with us right now. I don't deserve to leave."
Abigail, her own tears mingling with the pain, softly asked, "But King, who did you see?" King remained silent, his jaw clenched. Abigail pressed on. "If someone is hunting us down, then why? And who could it be? Guys, we have to start thinking straight if we want to survive this. How do we even kill something we don't know? Something we haven't seen? If King won't talk." Frustration flickered in King's eyes as he snapped,
"But not tomorrow. Don't try to force words out of my mouth. All I know is it's someone we all know."
His revelation left them all stunned, mind racing with possibilities. "I didn't actually see the person," King admitted, his voice barely above a whisper. "He ran before I could see his face." Ope, her own voice trembling, said, "Maybe it's the old man. Remember, we met him once, and after that, he left us all alone to die here. Why?" Suspicion clouded Abigail's face as she turned to King. "My suspect is you." The group exchanged uneasy glances. Ope, confused, couldn't grasp the undercurrent swirling around them. "You fought with him, then went after him to look for him. Why did you bring him back home dead?" Abigail's accusation hung in the air, thick with tension. King, anger flaring, retorted,
"You know what? That's it. We're not waiting till tomorrow. Let's start now. Let's find a way out tonight."
"We need weapons," Ope said, but King quickly explained that fighting wasn't their priority now. They needed to find the key and a phone with a signal. Anything that could help them escape. As they cautiously left the room, sticking close together, they searched the mansion, moving through the airy, luxury spaces. They reached the heart of the house, where the decor was at its most extravagant and hairy, checking each room methodically. When they opened the door to one of the storerooms, they found a body lying there. Terror gripped them, but King stepped forward. To their shock, it was the old man. No wonder he never came back. Ope sobbed. "Who did this to us? We're just kids. We're someone's children," Ope said bitterly. King, his voice devoid of surprise, said,
"Now we know it's not the old man. But guess what I found, guys?"
He held up a small guidebook detailing the house layout, safety measures, and directions.
"We can use this to escape. But first, we need to find the emergency phone and key. The key is in the first room, but we are far from there. The phone is in the second storeroom upstairs."
King then instructed them to split up, which raised eyebrows. He sent Ope to retrieve the phone and Abigail to fetch the key. While Abigail left, Ope hesitated, worry etched on her face. King took her hand, pulling her close for a passionate kiss. "I never got the chance to tell you, but I love you. I just don't like your attitude sometimes," he said softly, touching her face.
"If we survive this, please, change. Live a good life. Don't be a bully. And most importantly, stay close to God."
Tears welled up in Ope's eyes. "King, please don't die. I promise I'll be a good girl."
"As soon as you get the phone, call for help before coming back here. Stay safe, pretty,"
King said, a smile faint but filled with warmth as she left. King then made his way to Abigail, who was startled to see him. "What are you doing here? You scared me. she said, her voice trembling.
I just came to help you out.
King replied, smiling sadly. As they searched the room together, King spoke again.
Abigail, you're really beautiful. Don't let anyone make you feel otherwise.
Tears welled up in Abigail's eyes. Thank you, King. You're the only one who sees this beauty. No one else does. King, his voice breaking with emotion, said, It's okay, Abigail. Forgive them. Even the Bible tells us to forgive. Get rid of all bitterness, rage, and anger. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ, God forgave you. Abigail, now in tears, whispered, But not all sins can be forgiven, King.
Christ forgave us even as he hung on the cross. We all crucified him, but he still forgave us.
King replied, tears flowing freely. I remember what happened to your mom. It was our fault. Abigail's sob grew louder as King hugged her, trying to comfort her.
You can't hold on to this forever. Bitterness will only keep you bound. Unforgiveness will keep you stuck in the pain of what happened.
Thank you, King. Thank you for always making me smile. I'm sorry I have to do this. Abigail said, pulling back in one swift motion. She stabbed King in his lower abdomen. King gasped, collapsing to the ground in agony. You'll survive if help comes in time, Abigail said through her tears. I'll make Ope's death quick. The police should be on their way, thanks to you. King, breathing in pain, tried to reach out to her, his voice a choked whisper.
Why?
Abigail stood up, looking down at him with a mixture of sorrow and determination. If there is another word after this, I want to meet you again. You were the best thing that happened to me in Evergreen, she said, her voice cracking. I'm sorry it had to end this way. With that, she fled the room, leaving King gasping for breath on the cold floor. As she rushed down the hall, she saw Ope approaching. Run, run, it's coming! Abigail cried, her voice frantic. Ope, confused and frightened, noticed the blood stain on Abigail's hand. What about King? She asked, her voice shaking. He's dead. Run! Abigail replied, tears streaming down her face as they ran. The girls cried bitterly as they ran. Ope, because she feared for King's life, and Abigail, because of the burden she now carried. Let's find out what happened next in part 5. Why did Abigail do what she did? Please, guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, repost, and also follow this page so you don't miss out on Berry's animated tales. Thank you.